My dear brothers and sisters, you might have heard in our catechism classes or during your course or subject on Christian living about our goals or purpose in living the Catholic faith. There are three purposes in living the Catholic faith. You might remember these three: to know God, to love God, and to serve God. For sure, you might have heard of this. And as baptized Catholic Christians, and by looking at these three things, we can see that our mission in life is rooted on such ideas. We have to know who God is, and in knowing Him, that's an opportunity to really love Him. And as a proof or as an effect that we truly love God, we cannot but serve Him. In knowing such things, and by being reminded of them, and even by actualizing them in our life, we share that same mission. And in that way, we learn to be in communion with God and with one another. Being one in such goals or mission as baptized Catholics, we can see that life of communion is so possible to live out. That may simply sound as a good start, to know God, to love Him, to serve Him. But these things truly matter as we proceed. And in today's gospel episode, are not the four men who carried the paralyzed man shown such a communion? Do they also live and share such a mission? Let's have a quick check. Very basic in terms of numbers. There's already a communion. More than one good ang naa dito. But let us not focus too much in terms of numbers. Let us rather notice the attitude behind these four men. First, they have a good or enough knowledge of who Jesus is. Jesus is someone who can heal the paralyzed man. Second, these men develop such a love that comes from their deep concern for the paralyzed man. If there is no amount of love there, for sure, they would not exert an effort to open the roof. And third, the four men really serve by bringing the paralyzed man to Jesus in order to be cured. They serve by helping those who are in need. And so I ask, where is the aspect of communion now? How to realize such a communion? Communion happens and is realized when we do the same what the four men have done. Let us imitate such an act of knowing, that act of loving, and the act of serving. In trying to know the mind of God and knowing who He truly is, in showing love and concern to others who are really in need, and in serving others without counting the costs, we are making a strong assertion, at least affirming in our lives that Santo Niño is really the source of communion, because we are one in the mission of knowing Him, loving Him, and serving Him. Amen.